Hoffentlich kommen wir jetzt in
Hey
Hellerweiß
Eleanor,
überhaupt durch.
I was wondering, do you think I hurt Medusa saying that stuff to her back there?
I suppose you might have. But I was thinking the exact same things you were. Losing a mother. It's always a tragedy.
Einen Vater zu
I'm
verlieren, aber
glad you stepped in and
genauso,
stopped her.
wenn man gut
Thanks.
mit ihm auskam.
That Eleanor. I swear, she feels way more responsibility for everything than she needs to. You think we need to worry? What if she pushes too far and erupts with malevolence?
Malevolence is born out of many things. A prideful ego, the self-righteousness that turns a blind eye to one's inner contradictions. Eleanor is different. She's mindful of her ego and strives to confront her inconsistencies of character.
She has a purity of heart that won't be tainted by the emotions that create malevolence. No other quality is as essential for an exorcist.
So she's probably okay?
For now, at least. But human hearts can be fickle things. Who knows what the future holds?
I doubt you got anything to worry about. For most exorcists, purity is a construct of the Abbey's teachings. But Eleanor, she's the real deal.
She's not your average exorcist, I'll give you that.
Purity is handy for any exorcist. But more than that, it's a rare and precious temperament for living. Everybody's got an ego and certain internal contradictions to some degree. Facing one's own ugliness in an honest manner is never easy. To be a normal human is to live carrying malevolence. It's just how much you let it control you that varies.
I guess malevolence might just be a fact of life, huh? But Artorias can't accept that.
Genau. Aber vielleicht auch nur, weil er gesehen hat, was diese Bosheit mit den Menschen anstellt, da sie das eben nicht selber, ja, kontrollieren können, ne?
Well, I don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Let's slip through town and head for Titania before that changes.
Da hat sie recht. Sehe ich genauso. Ach, das wird jetzt automatisch so gemacht. Okay.
So this is your secret hideout. Once I get free, he won't stand a chance.
Mhm.
You all had better sleep with one eye open.
Die wird sich schon noch ändern.
Look how worried I am.
Welcome back! That's Kamoana.
She's the same age as Diana. Did the Abbey really turn someone so young into a Therian?
Offensichtlich. Und schon wieder heim.
Eleanor! Medusa, please, would you be able to talk to her?
Is this a trick?
Kamoana may be a Therian, but deep down, she's still a normal little girl who misses her mother. I can't do anything to console her, no matter what I try. But if it were you...
Ja, aber nur weil sie schon Erfahrung hat.
You okay? You can call me Medusa, all right? Do I scare you, honey?
A little, but not as much as Velvet and Dial. But don't you think I'm scary? I had a bad dream earlier. My mommy said I looked scary and that she didn't want me anymore.
She would never. Your mother would never think that about her daughter.
But how do you know?
Because
Immer die Frage.
I'm a mother too. Mothers always love their children, no matter what. No matter if we die. No matter how the world changes. There's nobody who loves you more in the world than...
It's okay. You don't have to cry.
Jetzt können sie sich gegenseitig trösten.
I hope Kamawana and Medissa won't have to feel so lonely anymore.
Yeah, trying to stop the waterworks gets old fast.
Listen, if it's not too personal, was your mother,
She's dead. I lost her when I was even younger than you.
Oh. I'm sorry to hear that.
It's fine. It just means we've got things in common. So no feeling sad and alone, okay?
Oh no, I'm fine. I don't feel lonely or anything, I swear.
What's gotten into you? You're so strange sometimes.
No, I'm not.
Eleanor, I'll have you watch over Kamawana and Medissa.
Yes, of course. I'd be honored. Thank you.
Are exorcists supposed to be so polite to a grand poobah of calamity or whatever?
Sure, why not? Besides, the Demon Lord ought to not trouble herself over such
yeah.
trivialities.
Velvet, Grimoire's calling for you. She says to bring Laphicet and meet her at the observation tower.
Got it.
Dann hat
We
sie
better
bestimmt
get
wieder was
going then.
rausgefunden. Mal gucken, welche Super-GAUs jetzt noch auf uns warten. Erstmal speichern nach dem ganzen Gequatsche. Ich hoffe, dass ich jetzt direkt den richtigen Turm erwische.
Hey,
Huh.
do you all have mothers?
Where'd that question come from?
Natürlich.
Well, after hearing
Oder-
that Velvet,
Na,
Kamawana,
okay.
and Eleanor all lost their
Malakim nicht
parents,
wirklich.
I just got curious.
My mother was a strict, frightening woman, but she died a long time ago.
I see.
I have no parents either. But the wicked witch who took me in said I was born from a peach that floated down the river.
Coming from you, I'd almost believe that.
And you, Eisen?
We Malakim are formed from untainted mana. Sometimes humans are reborn as Malakim, but they retain no memory of their previous lives. In other words, we don't have blood relations like humans do.
I see. By the time I was aware of anything around me, I was already tethered and being called number 2. I suppose having no mother means I don't have any memories before that. I told Medissa that losing a mother is painful, but I can't know how painful it is.
Go easy on him, Eisen. He's just a kid.
I'm just telling it like it is. But listen to me, Laphicet. You can share deep connections with other people, even if you don't have a biological family. Malakim, too, can form precious bonds. True friendships, even family.
That's right. Your words wouldn't have stopped Medissa if they weren't true in your heart.
You really think so?
I'm sure of it.
It's far better than being a witch born from a peach.
Nonsense! There's no nobler way to be born! I have an everlasting friendship with a dog, a monkey, a pheasant, and Bienfu.
I hope he's right.
Die finden schon Themen zum drüber quatschen. Ich glaube, hier war der Turm. Oder war der doch weiter hinten? Ja, sieht richtig aus. Nein, ist doch der falsche Turm. Scheiße! Ich verlaufe mich immer wieder in dem Scheiß-Ding hier. Mann, Mann, Mann. Ich brauche einen Wegweiser. Schon wieder falsch. Ach Mann. Wo geht's denn hier noch lang?
You said that Malachim can have familial ties, but what makes you and your sister siblings if you're not related by blood?
Well, a very long time ago, I was born into this world from an Earth Pulse point up on a sacred mountain. I remained in that place for a long while, and then one day, she was born from the very same Earth Pulse point. Before we knew it, we had wound up living together under the same roof.
Are two Malachim always siblings if they come from the same Earth Pulse point?
No. The other Malachim were born there, but I never felt like they were my family. But something, I don't know what, was different with her. If she was sad, I'd feel sad. And if I was happy, she'd be happy too. She can be abrasive, but when she smiles, it's like nothing else. I swore to myself that whatever happened, I would protect her. I made a pendant from a stone on that sacred mountain, and gave it to her as a lucky charm. Of course, she just wears it as a necklace.
And your pendant? Did she give that to
Und ein
you?
Bild von Edna,
She had
wie
the same
süß.
idea I had. She made the pendant herself and gave it to me as a good luck charm. Without either of us having mentioned a word of it beforehand, we each gave each other pendants in the same shape on the very same day. That's when I really knew that what I had felt all along was true. We were brother and sister.
Is that her in the picture?
Yeah. It's a self-portrait she drew for me on the day I left home.
Did you draw her a picture of yourself?
No. I don't exactly have an artistic side.
Well, I'm sure that if you looked inside her pendant, you'd find a portrait of the person who matters most to her.
I hope so.
Yeah, and it would be nice if it was you.
Wer soll's denn bitte sonst sein? Ich meine, wir wissen ja, dass Edna ihren Bruder natürlich nie vergessen hat und immer noch liebt. Jetzt ist es aber endlich der richtige Turm. Hallo, Grimoire.
Ah, there you two are.
Hi, teacher. Have you made progress deciphering the book?
I have indeed. It turns out there was a second counting song. I've already transcribed it. Would you read it aloud for us, child?
Okay.
Na, da bin ich mal
When
gespannt.
the 8 malevolences overflow, in the culmination of mankind's despair, Innominat will bring an end to all peoples and restore them to time immemorial. 4 Empyreans shall wield a wrathful sword and cleave the great devourer, 2 asunder to sleep beneath the earth, as scarlet moonlight illuminates the evil. The nameless Empyrean hath one heart. The nameless Empyrean hath one body.
Oh, yet more delightful material to keep us awake at night.
If I'm understanding this right, it's discussing the specific nature of Innominat? That's what I believe, yes. When the 8 malevolences overflow in the culmination of mankind's despair, Innominat will bring an end to all peoples.
So, when the world is at peak malevolence, Innominat will use that power to bring an end to all. Is that it?
He's going to wipe out all of humanity?
Is that what the Abbey is after? Is that why they've been trying to bring back Innominat?
No, Artorias is not that kind of man. His 2 primary ideals are the many over one, and the restoration of order through will and reason. He sacrificed Laufey to protect this world, not to eradicate it.
You mean that's who he is as far as you know, yeah? People change, Velvet. Perhaps the shepherd gave up hope. Maybe he lost faith in mankind. Fools prone to sin, endlessly generating malevolence.
He's not like that. If that's all true, then what point was there in Laufey's death?
Is there anything else in that book?
Yes and no. This copy itself is
Na
incomplete.
toll.
There ought to be further pages, but they're missing. For now, I've done all I can.
There must be an original somewhere, right?
Without it, I doubt the Abbey would be plotting Inominat's revival. We can be sure they have complete understanding of their Empyrean's nature.
But this was the only copy in the royal villa. If the original is out there, who knows where it could be?
Wahrscheinlich bei Artorias.
It's getting pretty late. Why don't we call it a day?
Yeah, let's get some rest.
Da raucht mir auch bald der Kopf. Gib dich zum nächsten Erdenpulspunkt. Erdenpulspunkt.
Hey, Laviset! Medessa let me sleep in her bed last night. She's warm for a snake lady. That's great. She's gonna help me take a bath now. You should come join us too. What? I couldn't. It's okay. I don't mind at all.
Aber ja, vielleicht.
Hey, Kamoana. Did you know? Dial started to grow a brand new tail.
Wow, really? I want to see.
He's up at the observation tower.
Let's go see. Medessa, you too.
All right. But don't run, or you'll trip.
Thanks, Eleanor. I appreciate it.
Having some girl trouble, my little Malik?
I'm just glad Kamawana and
Velvet
Medessa are
guckt schon wieder
starting
so
to feel
böse.
better.
Yeah, they both still have a long way to go, but it's such a relief to see them smiling.
Ich frage mich nur, ob Kamoana irgendwann
We've got bigger
überhaupt
things to worry
erwachsener
about. Hurry up and locate the next Earth Pulse point.
Right. Okay.
Must you always be so blunt, Velvet?
I must, in fact. We're up against the Abbey here, and sooner or later they'll find this place.
That's true, but still.
Do we go find another hideout?
No, we'll keep on the offensive. We'll capture the remaining Therians before the Abbey finds us.
As a
doch
swordsman,
nur
I can
noch
respect
zwei,
that
oder?
mindset.
I'm not so sure we could hold this place anyway.
We've got no obligation to.
I found another Earth Pulse point. It's in the eastern part of Eastgand, I think.
Schon wieder dorthin?
But that's...
Da waren wir doch erst.
all right. We're headed for Eastgand.
Haben die schon wieder einen neuen dahin?
Then our first stop should be Port Taliesin.
Was macht Bienfu da unten? Seufzt, ach.
Grimoire always looks like she never wants to do any work, but despite all her grumbling, when she starts a job, she gets it done. And quickly, too. She's frank, but she still takes care not to say anything to hurt anyone's feelings. I have to say, I like that in a woman. It's charming.
Well, sorry if I'm inconsiderate and charmless then.
I didn't
Drei
mean it
Mädels
like
sind
that.
sauer.
You're all still so young and have led different lives. Can't fault you for being you.
Well, if you're saying we lack a certain air of maturity, I might not disagree.
That's for sure. It's true Lord Artorias has scolded my lack of composure at times.
Although I do get the impression that Grimoire has been dependable like that since she was young.
And it's a good impression at that. Old Grim's been that way since the day she was born. I hate to admit it, but her combination of insightful words and deadpan expression has charmed the hearts of many a Moloch. At her peak, she had a fan club 8,848 members strong, and her dinner shows would sell out the day the tickets went on sale.
Na klar.
Molochim came by the droves to doze off listening to her live readings of ancient books.
Wow! I had no idea she was so popular.
Yeah, she's even a regular feature in Who's Who Among Norman.
Now that I think about it, I could see how a person could interpret her lethargy as patience and her vague dispassion as maturity and poise. Compared to her, I'm just...
Were you just trying to imitate her?
No, I didn't mean to.
Whether you meant to or not, that kind of felt like her just now. I can see it in you, waiting to be awakened. That sophisticated charm.
Me? Sophisticated and charming? I don't know.
Try talking like her. You know how she lets her sentences trail off. This is your make-or-break moment here.
All right. I think I know what you mean. Here goes nothing. Oh. What do you think, Laphicet? Do I sound like her?
It feels a little off, but you're definitely doing it. I think.
Aw, you don't have to grow up, Madam Eleanor.
Nicht
You're
einfach
cute
wieder.
just the way you are.
You stay out of this, Bienfu!
Neuer Titel, Schnatterinchen. Und noch eine
When
Plauderei.
mankind's despair reaches its pinnacle, Enominat shall reach out and bring an end to all.
So that song bothers you too?
No matter how many times I read it, I don't see any good in it.
Understanding that ancient tongue is difficult, right? Perhaps there's another interpretation? Maybe the end to all actually means an end to all human suffering, for example.
Das glaube ich
That is a
nicht.
possibility. But we're far too lacking in material to know anything for sure.
We need the other half of that book, or some other text on Enominat.
We don't have the time to search for it. Wouldn't even know where to start looking.
And don't forget that that book is just a copy. Whoever transcribed it might have made an error, too.
That's an unexpectedly sharp insight coming from you.
I'm an expert at errors. When Miss Magilu made me copy magic tomes for her, I did it pretty half-heartedly.
Didn't that cause a lot of problems?
Well, when she tried to cast a spell from one of the tomes, the spell exploded in her face. It's really her own fault, though. She told me to copy 100 books in 3 days! That's impossible!
Oh, how cruel!
Cruel is right! That witch is a real devil, I tell you! A slave driver!
Bienfu, let's go somewhere a little more private, shall we?
Miss Magilu!
Hush now. There's no need to worry. I'll make it a half-hearted punishment.
Ergebnis des Angelwettbewerbs.
Not
Stimmt.
that I really care, but who ended up winning the fishing competition when we were trying to catch a Therian?
Man, that was a while ago. I lost because I came away with nothing.
No, it was a draw. As I'm sure everyone remembers, all I fished up were octopus demons. We were competing over who would catch the Therian. Demons didn't count, so my score was 0-2.
No, the loss is mine, and I'm not giving it to
Mann.
you.
That's not just something you can up and decide like that. In fact, by fishing up those octopus demons, I put everyone in danger. That should count for negative points. I lost.
Who cares? It was all in fun.
I care.
Die streiten
Every
sich echt noch
competition
drum, wer
must have a
verliert.
winner and a loser, no matter what. That's just how I see it.
Yeah, I'm with Eisen on this one. It doesn't do anyone any good to make the final results murky.
I can't believe I'm going to do this. Eisen, your curse would mean that the odds were stacked against you from the start. That doesn't make for a fair competition, does it?
Yeah, she's got a good point. We'll just have to settle the score some other way.
What can you guys do? Play cards? Chess? What?
Cards are a no-go for me. I'll just end up drawing jokers.
And I can play shogi, but I don't know chess.
Then what about arm wrestling? Would that work?
Whoa, whoa! Having a demon and a Moloch clasp hands is just asking for trouble with malevolence.
You're both adults, so why not a drinking contest?
Stimmt, wir
That's
trinken
it.
das
If we have
beide
a
einfach
drinking
nur.
contest, we'll be able to compete on an even playing field.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that. I'll have the crew bring out the drinks.
Well, that's one way of resolving it, I suppose.
Whatever gets it done. I'm not gonna complain.
If you guys are gonna have a drinking contest, you're gonna need some tasty snacks to go with all that alcohol, right?
Definitely. Let's go out and fish us some snacks.
Yeah,
Nein.
let's take out the little boat. We can even pick up where we left off our
Nein.
fishing competition.
Didn't we just figure out he can't really fish?
We were just about to finally resolve this mess. Why'd you have to go and stick your nose into it?
What? Why are you yelling at me? I didn't do anything wrong!
Oh, doch, hast du.
Bien!
Hey, get this! I was out fishing the other day, when before I knew it, I'd wound up near a Class 4 island. Once I realized what was happening, I tried to turn the ship around, but then it got dark all around me.
Was it a sudden storm?
I wish! It was this great monstrous bird! Damn thing had wings big enough to cover up the whole blasted sky!
That sounds like a bit of a stretch to me.
You think I'm lying? Then check it out for yourself. You just might not make it back alive.
A huge bird.
Ja, noch eine Klasse 4 Dingens blub. Hi, Dial.
This island's really something. No way I'd want to go to prison here, but it'd make a great
dachte, der
hideout.
wäre oben auf
If
dem
I'm
Turm.
gonna be left in charge of this place, I'll turn it into the best hideout ever.
Ja.
You're in charge?
Someone has to look after this place while you're all running around, maintaining the ships in the base, watching the Prince and Medusa, keeping Kamoana company. I'll keep this place running ship-shape, so that you all can focus on looking for the Therians.
But those are just odd jobs anyone could do. You're a navigator. Isn't that a waste of your talents?
You dolt! These are important tasks! Someone's gotta do it! We've got another navigator, but is there anyone besides me that could handle all of this by themselves? Besides, ever since I lost my tail, my balance has been off. The seasickness is killing me!
That's your story and you're sticking to it? Tell the truth. You don't want to come because you're afraid you'll be hurt again.
No, that's not it at all.
Na, was kommt jetzt? Achso, ich dachte, jetzt kommt eine Sequenz. Gut, dann wollen wir doch mal... Ach, die Expedition ist zurück. Schon wieder. Glückskatze und Piratenflagge Jagdhund.
Show him how Ifried's crew can sail.
Er ist immer so enthusiastisch. Da wollen wir hin. Ach, da waren wir noch gar nicht. Ach, Isolde war das, genau. Im Süden. Jetzt kommt doch bestimmt wieder irgendwas. Was ist denn das? Wieder
It's
ein
sour.
Tor.
So you've kept your sense of taste.
In my dreams I have. Nowhere else.
Does that make this a dream?
It would have to be, wouldn't it? After all,
Vielleicht ist es auch eine Art
I
Vision.
devoured you.
That's right. Don't you go forgetting it.
How could I ever forget it? The taste of your...
Es wird schlimmer, habe ich das Gefühl.
How could I ever...
Looks like the fog's rolling in.
Yep.
Kommt jetzt wieder ein
Eleanor,
Geisterschiff?
there's something I want to be sure we get perfectly clear.
All right. What is it?
Laufeyset is not your little Moloch.
What? That's all you wanted to say? You realize he doesn't belong to you either, right?
Indeed I do. Laufeyset's his own person, and not anyone else's.
You're right. Malachim aren't just tools to be used by exorcists as they pleased. I'll be more careful not to forget that.
Good, as long as we're on the same page.
Since we're on the subject of reminders, you haven't forgotten our little bet, have you, Velvet?
You mean the 100 gold on whether I'd break? No, I haven't forgotten.
A word of caution. People can fight against pain, but they can't fight against happiness. If you're keen on winning our bet, I'd steer clear of ill-fitting dreams.
Sorry to break it to you, but all I have anymore are nightmares.
Das sieht doch nett aus hier.
The fog's cleared. Good thing we didn't wind up getting lost in it.
Of course we didn't. Who do you think is running this ship?
A bunch of shameless rogues who are very good at shameless roguery.
Damn straight.
But it's strange. These waters don't usually see much fog.
Das wird wohl Gründe haben mit dem Nebel. Hier ist nichts mehr. Ach, wieder so ein Katz. Und Und Katzen sind ja auch. Und roter Salbei. Was rennt er denn so?
Whoa! It's like a castle!
This used to be the base of operations for a rich trading family. When trouble came knocking, they were ready for it, to say the least.
Wow! They must have had a lot of enemies.
But that was a long time ago. Nowadays, it's just another town in the middle of nowhere. But even so, to us, it was the big city of our dreams.
You know this area well.
I grew up near here. Keep on going, and you'll run into a ball. My home village.
Ach, hier war
Then
das.
the Therian is...
Yeah, somewhere in my village.
Is that okay?
No one will know me there. Everyone I knew, I already devoured.
Dann ist er wahrscheinlich dann da, wo sie zum Dämon geworden ist. Ach, eine Katzkiste. Mit 230, na dann. So. Du hast einen Katz gefunden. Eine Katz. Das habe ich auch notiert. Hier sind so viele Ausrufezeichen. Ich weiß nicht, ob mir das gefällt. Ich will mir das ganze Gequatsche eigentlich nicht anhören. Ich glaube, ich lese mir das einfach durch und dann ist gut.
I just love the feel. I'm glad the fog finally cleared up. For days it was...
We're lucky a demon didn't show up in...
Eastgand hasn't had much demon trouble to speak of. During the Advent, towns all across Eastgand were attacked by demons. Ever since, our towns have seen almost no demons.
Is that true?
Oh, pardon me, Lady Exorcist. But if you're with the Abbey, of course demons are lurking about outside our towns. But for
That sounds unbelievable.
everyone who visits us from abroad says the same thing. Everyone says that Lord Artorias' power lingers here. Whatever the reason, you're safe here.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Why do demons avoid these towns?
Das ist wirklich eine gute Frage. Na, hast du irgendwas Neues? Traubengelee. Brauchen wir aber, glaube ich, nicht unbedingt. Waffen sind mir dann doch lieber. Auch wenn wir jetzt noch nicht so weit sind, dass wir die alle lernen könnten. Aber dann haben wir sie schon mal. Irgendwann kommt wieder eine Phase. Quarzmanton nehme ich auch mal eine zweite mit. Ah, okay. Ich muss erstmal wieder verkaufen. Bunte Weste. So, und jetzt nochmal. Lieblingskundin.
You're travelers, right? How are other towns?
Demons are attacking cities all the world over.
That's terrible. Living in this town, there hasn't been a case of demon blight here since the Advent.
Yeah. This town's
You've been here before?
many times.
Really now? Wait, there is something that changed.
The prickle bore me?
Yep. It's gotten much easier to get your hands on high. The hunters are probably able to do so well. Well, I hope you enjoy your return to
A town without demons.
Could be there's a Therian at the Earth Pulse Point in Eastgand that's devout.
That would certainly explain.
Und ich möchte ja einmal übernachten. Vielleicht gibt es ja eine Plauderei, wer weiß. Sieht nicht so aus. Aber ein Versuch war es wert. Und auch hier eine Katze. Sie sind überall. Katzen überall.
Good day. How are you liking?
Yeah.
The exorcists stationed in Eastgand often leave. Then again, few are stationed.
Are they on another of those expeditions now?
That's right. They're currently in Northgand, helping put down a. Even though they're gone, we still have regular exorcist patrol. Maybe they should just move the capital to Eastgand.
Das wäre natürlich auch mal ein Plan. Oh, ein Speicherpunkt. Der ist auch nützlich. Kann man immer gut gebrauchen.